All right, we're going to continue on from what I was saying. Letting it know, Lord Mau Mau, Buck Dog the Cracker. I read your little insertion. This is me, and this is my homeboy, Richard Gould Buck. Buck the Cracker Dog. And people say, Cracker Dog. Why you gotta be Cracker? You know what I'm saying? Because we are what? Provocative. But in Florida, where he's from, in a certain part of Florida, they acknowledge themselves as the Crackers. You know what I mean? And it's just basically a cow dog cracked the whip. And in this story, he learns how to crack his own mental whip. And again, we go over, and it comes to battle intense with, Paul Allen. And News from the Bag of Necessity is a very mystical book. It says the deep thudding. I love how Richard put thudding, and look up thudding for yourselves. And the deep thudding boom of a pistol shot rang out in the still dim morning air, and then another. A moment later, a third shot echoed from the trees surrounding the little clearing, accompanied by the sound of the shattered glass falling to the earth. Buck holstered his revolvers and shook his head. He was getting a little better, but he was still far from good at using his revolvers. And see, Lord Mau Mau and Buck Dog the Cracker came together just like this book comes together in a celestial realm. And as I said, we started off with Exodus. And we talked about in order to be resurrected, you had to go through a preparation, and the Israelites had to be prepared for their destination of going into this new environment, this new ecosystem of wealth, of success, actually being, imprisoned in slavery for 400 plus years. So then we go into Luke. And the Gospels are so mysterious and so encrypted by Masonic order. It's just crazy. But it says, and they said, this is the King of the Jews. It's like, the King of the Jews. But this is Luke chapter 23 and 24. But the key words is, Father, into thy hand I commend my spirit. Father, into thy hands I commend my spirit. And then people see the glory and say, that is a man of God. But here in verse 50, and behold, there was a man named Joseph, a counselor. The same had not committed to the counsel indeed of them. So there were independents outside of Rome. And he was the one that prepared the body for the